I'll start with the good news. This, which you see, is the last thing standing between you and cocktail. So take me as an appetizer, please. Now, when I got an offer from Long to come here and talk today at the TEDx, that it will be in Call, I was really, really very excited because I knew the place, and I knew the place from this picture. You know, this fairy castle, living above the clouds. We are somewhere here. This is the place where the cocktail is gonna be, and we are right behind it. This photo was taken by one enthusiastic photographer. And that enthusiastic photographer was me. That's my photo. So I came here about a year ago, and I was totally nuts. I was in Montreux, it was completely foggy, and you just drive 7 minutes up maybe by car, and you are in fairyland. So with my camera, I was going around, and I took one more photo. Okay. Almost same time, same place, but there is one significant difference to this photo compared to the first one. This photo was taken slightly illegally. Okay? Let me explain. I make my living by helping others with communication, but here I failed miserably with communication. I was entering to the garden when there was a sign "Propriété privée," and I entered. I failed miserably with communication. I didn't went to the reception to ask for the permission, and you know, as they are saying, don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. So here I am, Swiss Hotel Management School, Mr. President, I'm asking you for forgiveness. I enter your garden and I took this photo. Question is now, what artificial intelligence would do at my place? You know, artificial intelligence, as good as could be programmed, would enter the sign, read the propriété privée, would stop, go to the reception. Meanwhile, fog would lift, sunset would go down, and beautiful image would be gone. So, speaking of artificial intelligence, which is the topic of today, I'm actually not so much worried, because as long as we are going to have such beautiful views and places, there is still human needed who will go and take this beautiful photo. That's my point of today. Let me give you another example. I also make my living by playing with Lego. I know, yeah? My kids envy me that all the time. Daddy, you're gonna play with Lego today again? I say, yeah. Oh, not fair, and I have to go to the school. Lego is a fantastic tool. Let me do a quick check here. Who played with the Lego today morning? Or at least step on some Lego and try to get the kids out of the bed? Okay, I see a few hands. Okay, who played with the Lego last weekend? More. In the last 12 months? More hands. Who played with the Lego at least once in a life? You see? All the hands up. And this is my point. Lego is a fantastic tool. Just the simple bricks, everybody is familiar, placing them together, connecting them. Beauty of Lego, another beauty of the Lego is that you are playing with the Lego with the two hands. And that's actually the thing which is helping you with communication. Because when you are playing with the both hands, you have to use both your hemispheres. When you are talking, as I'm talking now, you are using one of your hemispheres, depending if you are left-handed or right-handed. But when you play, you have to use both your hemispheres, and they have a double power to work with. So using this double power, it's much easier to communicate, it's easier to tell the things which you wouldn't be able to tell only with one hemisphere as well. And these principles of Lego we are using with helping with adults, when we play with adults as well. So this is a real story which I'm going to talk to you about now. That happened about 2 years ago. I was in one of the Lego Serious Play workshop, and that was the workshop we did with one international company. Their headquarters and R&D center was based in Belgium, and they have the manufacturing facility in Slovakia. And the briefing was something along the line, you know, I think we have some communication issues here. but not really sure how to tackle it or what is intention. Can you help us somehow? Yep, easy. So, Lego looks like an easy fit to understand, to see what's inside. So we get a team together, we had a whole day in front of us, and we started with the easy task. I asked Slovakian team and then Belgian team to play with the Lego. We gave them a load of Lego. That's the picture, how we play. Put a lot of Legos and let people play, using both hands, you see. And we asked them a simple task at the beginning: can you build something which will represent you as a team or nationality or something which will be presenting the team which you are here? So yeah, people went to it happily, started to build using both hands, putting the brick by brick, playing with that. And after a while, I asked them to present what is it. And it was quite easy. Slovakians, they built houses with open doors, representing their hospitality. There were a lot of other Lego figures, and which was representing how they are easy to gather, either at work or at home as well. And Belgian teams, they put another Lego figures with a lot of mugs in the hand, representing the beer from Belgium. I guess chocolate wasn't so easy to represent by the Lego. So that was easy task, warm-up exercise. Then I asked them, could you please build your mates from the other team? Harder task. How do you Slovakians see the Belgians and how you Belgians see the Slovaks? Okay, there was a bit of hesitation, and I let them play, work with it, and I heard some rumors and talks and emotions, and so on. It took them a while, but after a while they built something. So I asked first Belgians, what do they have? And they have, again, a lot of Lego figures, representing them, holding a lot of tools in the hand, screwdrivers, hammer, and they say, we see our Slovakian colleagues as very skillful. They can do almost everything. They can produce almost everything, whatever we send them. It was nice. Now, Belgians came to Slovakian team, and they were looking what they built. This is actually a picture from that particular workshop. You're asking, what is it? We don't understand. Can you explain it? And Slovakians were like, looking and so on, and not really sure how to tackle it. And then one of the bravest one came and say, well, this is our model, how we see you, Belgians. And this big elephant, he was pointing on the big elephant, is actually how we see it. We see you as a conquerors. You come to our country only to pick up the gold, take money, and you don't treat us as equals. Can you imagine the silence in the room? Belgians were really like, this is how you see us? As conquerors? Why? Please explain. So there was this back and forth discussion. Well, you're always sending us all the blueprints and you don't ask for our feedback or what we think. Is it feasible? Can we change something? You just assume that we just produce, and when you come for the meetings, you just then go back to Belgium and so on. And Belgians were like, really? No, we see you as very capable. You have all the skills as we expressed just a moment ago. So, and then they were saying this, and they were saying that, and it was a while. But at this moment, the communication was open. They started to talk about it, and by the end of the day, it was actually quite easy. We set up some telcos, regular. We set up some feedback mechanism. We had some communications point, who should talk to whom. And by the end of the day, we really had doable action plan. Easy task. And it's all started with the Lego. It was this elephant. I still have it here. It's the one. It all started with the elephant and having ability to let people play, touching with the hands. Now, coming back to our story and our topic of today, artificial intelligence. How does it fit it all? Based on that example and many others I had, actually, I think humans should rise. Literally, because we need to rise and start to talk to each other. When we talk, we'll be communicating and we feel better. We will understand each other. Because at this moment, I'm not aware about any good program machine which is able to understand the face expression, which is able to control or to see the emotions. still not there. So, having said that, I think we as humans, we will continue talking. And I'm not really afraid of any AI taking over my job or taking us as a human race. Because we as humans will keep just talking, because we love to communicate. And having said that, what I'm asking you is to rise and communicate over the drink in the cocktail. Thank you.